Steve, is that you? I can't see through all the fog. Steve, you and I grabbed the Xbox controller to check out Black Legend. There's been a fog set across the city, and dude, I gotta be honest, this one just isn't hitting home. The premise of the idea is cool. You are set out by the king to go and join the resistance to free the people and help the people because a cultist has come in and set this fog across the entire city, and you're there to find out what's going on and how you can help them out. Dude, right from the get-go, it says the king, if you do this for the king, he will set you free. I have no idea what I did in the first place that the king suddenly has to set me free. Like, there's no introduction as to why is he setting me free. What did I do? I'm pretty sure I'm clean, but here I go. Here's my mission, I guess. And it was just from that point forward, Steve, this is like 30 seconds into the game and I'm already lost. And then you get into combat and that just made it worse. It's a turn-based game. Steve, you and I have been covering a lot of this stuff lately. I typically enjoy a good turn-based combat system. This system, my friend, is dull, boring, and brutal. How do you feel about it?
Well, first of all, I did like the visual effects of it.
Yes.
The graphic concepts, the way it kind of delivered. It was nice. The music does immerse you into the feel of the 17th century. Sure. You're in a village of Grant. And like you said, there's a fog there. There's not much people on the streets because they're hiding. They're
dead. Yeah, or dead.
there is no direction in this game. You have to actually go to signposts to tell you where you need to go. But finding them and moving around, and obviously there's areas you can't explore because there's fog there. So you have to complete certain areas to unlock other areas to complete your mission or carry on. You can knock on doors and they'll give you side quests. But boy, it's brutal.
It is brutal. It really is painful, Steve. It's just, so when you start, like, I'm going right back to the very beginning of the game. The tutorial alone kind of steps you through, right? Like it should. And then after the tutorial, Martine joins your gang. Okay, so the tutorial gets you set up and it's just you, Martine, and away you kind of go. Then you get into your first battle. All of a sudden now, you have 3 other party members that were just kind of come out of the woodworks. I have no idea where they came from. All of a sudden now my party's just gained up. Now we're a party of 5. I'm like, there was just me and this other dude, and now there's 3 other people standing beside me. What is going on? No idea. I'm like, all right, fine. We get the tutorial done. Martine says, okay, cool. I've been with you now long enough. I'm going to join you. Awesome. So let's preface this with Martine has a sword. He uses his sword in the tutorial. Okay, tutorial complete. I now set out on a mission. Dude, I get in my first combat. Martine, I don't know, holds onto a sword, but doesn't care to use it. Puts the sword away and throws rocks instead. I'm like, what are you doing? You have a sword. Try using that. My character has a sword. Doesn't want to use that either. The other party members in my team have a sword. They don't feel like using that either. They just rather throw rocks at people. I'm like, I don't get it. Dude, I really didn't get this game. The minute I hit combat, shuts the whole game off for me, man. I just got so turned off by the combat alone. It was just infuriating because the story seems really cool. The environments, like you said, are awesome. A lot of highs, Steve, but the combat just drags this game down to a grinding halt for me.
Yep, I'm totally with you. I did like its text and voiceover, and I did like the characters and the voices. At the beginning, there's a lot of text, and I was almost sort of drifting away trying to read and listen to it because there's quite a lot of the history.
Yeah.
Moving around was not too bad. So like I said, I liked the town of Grant, but like you said, as soon as you get to the combat mode, it's like, it was brutal. The camera angles were terrible for me. It was like you move it and then it'd be like, it was almost like the sensitivity was too easy. Like you just touch it and it'll move all over the place. Yeah, you have enemies in front of you. Some weapons you can't use when they're right in front of you. You have to actually move away if it's a crossbow or something like that, or throw a rock at their head. These enemies seem to have spears, guns, everything. The other thing I also found, which was brutal in the in the battle modes as well was obviously as you keep fighting the same people, as you unlock different areas, you don't get many resources to build your health up much.
Yep.
And like you said, you got 4 to 5 characters that all their energy is low. So you start the combat, and I'm dead in minutes because they're full health. They have all the top of the range weapons. I've still got my daggers to throw, stones to throw, and like I said, I don't understand the moving of it as well for the combat.
It's awkward.
You can't go. Yeah, some places you can't even move to. It's just kind of like go over here, and then all of a sudden that's your 2 moves gone. So then you can't even use a weapon. Then you have to end your turn and move to another character. I don't get, and that put me off big time. On this game.
Absolutely. See, Black Legend just kind of got sucked into a black hole for me. I want out of this hole, dude. I am done. It didn't hit home, unfortunately. If you like turn-based combat, this might catch you. The setting is cool. The voice acting is incredible. I did have the doctor, though, peak in his audio, which I don't see very often in games at all. He actually distorts when he peaked too high in his audio. And man, like the rest of it was solid, though. But that combat just dragged me right down to a 4. What about you?
I'm exactly with you, Drew. The gameplay itself was great. The combat just totally put me off this game. I'm actually going with a 5 on this one.
Nice.
The visuals and the voiceovers really shine in Black Legends, but unfortunately the awkward repetitive combat mode disconnected us from this game.